Kali, including Flight 965. Coming from the north, the 757 would have to fly south toward the airport along the valley, overfly it, and then turn around to intercept the ILS signal. A little over 100 nautical miles from the airport, after receiving the latest weather report from the ground agents, the crew of Flight 965 requested a descent. Once the autopilot was programmed to a lower altitude and the aircraft began to come down from its present altitude, Captain Turi asked First Officer Williams to keep his speed up. He was still concerned about the delay and was trying to minimize the resulting impact on the next day's operation. A few minutes later, Approach Control asked the crew for their distance from Kali. This information was crucial to the controller because in 1995, Kali Airport did not have radar surveillance equipment and all air traffic services were provided partially in the blind, requiring pilots to report their position from known navigational fixes and ground-based radio stations. Kelly approach American 965. The distance is 63 mi north. Following the routine check-in, the controller issued a clearance to Flight 965 to continue their approach in a radio exchange that became the first link in the disastrous chain of events. American 965, Roger is cleared to Kali V descend and maintain 15,000 FT. Report over Cholula VR. Okay, understood. Cleared direct to Kali V, report Cholula and altitude 15. That's 1,530.02. Is that all correct, sir? Affirmative. Despite sounding nearly identical to each other, the ATC instruction and the following RID back showed a significant difference in the understanding of what was delivered to the crew. Clearing the flight to the Kali VHF Omnidirectional Range Beacon, or VR, the controller authorized the Boeing 757 to continue on its planned arrival route, flying over the Tula VR, reporting their position back to ATC, then turning further south over Rosso Non-Directional Beacon, or NDB, toward the Kali VR, at which point the airliner would join the ILS approach for runway 1. However, Captain Turi interpreted the ATC instruction as a clearance to proceed direct to the Kali VR from their current position, bypassing other waypoints in the arrival route. And because Captain Turi read back the instruction to report passing the Cholula VR, the controller did not further question his understanding of the clearance, assuming that the flight was still headed toward Cholula. As the captain selected the direct to function in the aircraft's flight management system, instructing it to head straight toward the Kali V, Flight 965 deviated off the planned arrival course, bypassing the Cholula V without anyone in the plane or on the ground realizing it. Furthermore, this action removed all intermediate waypoints, leaving only the Kali V in the flight plan, a seemingly minor omission. This would play a pivotal role in the fate of the aircraft that began veering off course amid the mountainous terrain of the Andes. A minute later, Kali Approach called the flight once again, informing the pilots that the wind on the ground was calm and the south-facing runway 19 was available for landing.